any comment. All right. If there's no question, no comment, then let's jump right into our session for today. All right. So today we are going to be first looking at um, business mapping and business model. All right. So first we talk about business mapping and we'll talk about business model. Now, for the first thing I would like to say is that while I was talking last week, I made mention of the fact that uh yes, we might want to talk about business planning. Okay. Uh I know the message I sent initially probably has we're talking about business planning. Um uh sh- Business planning is good, okay, or how to write a business plan and stuff like that, which is part of what I'm going to be sharing today. All right. So it's good, but it's not the major thing. All right. Let me just use this as a way of introduction. Okay. So okay. Someone said he or she joined the meeting today and then doesn't know what the question is all about. Yeah, I actually sent an email about the question also to you, everybody. All right. I sent an email over the week. I think that same Thursday. I think Thursday, yeah, Thursday morning, I sent an email out about the questions. So you should be in your email. You can check in your email if you are not on the WhatsApp group. And this is one of the reasons why you should, you know, join the WhatsApp group. You should join the WhatsApp group. All right. So like we are saying, the business plan, it's business plan is good. All right. So what exactly is business plan? Business plan, like it's just the you know business plan. Okay, we talk about business plan irrespective. Uh, Let me go that way. So we talk about business plan. We talk about business mapping. We talk about a business model. We talk about then question and answer, and then we have the practical session. All right. Even though I said what we are discussing today is about business mapping and business model, I still want you to see have. I know you have heard about business plan before. It shouldn't be something new to you as an entrepreneurial oriented person. All right. But then I still want to make some point about that before we move into business mapping and then business model. Right? So business map, business plan. What is business plan about, and how do we actually write a business plan? Okay, so business plan is a researched document, okay, a researched and a refined document that articulates a clear pathway for business. All right, so it articulates the clear pathway for your business objective. Like it shows what you plan to do with your business. All right, it shows everything you intend to do with your business. The link is in your email. Please check your email. Someone is saying send the link to me. If I have anybody here who can access this or email, you can help me post the link to the chat box here. I will appreciate that if someone can do that for me. Thank you. All right. So articulating a clear pathway for achieving your business objective is what your business plan actually does. All right. So it has different sessions whereby you these sessions you talk about what you plan to do with your business, okay, and how you actually plan to achieve those things that you plan to. But business plan primarily is not a it's not a strategic document, all right, or it's not a business strategy. It's not the strategies you have in place to be able to achieve a long-term plan or a long-term goal for your business. Okay, it's just a plan that it is a plan, all right? And what is a plan? A plan is a plan. It means it's not concrete, it's not solid. It's something you want to do, wish to do, okay, which could change. All right. But the challenge here is that a lot of time, a lot of people have, stuck with the business plan that they have written at the inception of a business. For a business plan, it is actually required that you write this business plan before you start your business, right? So it means that you are structuring a house that you have not built, okay, like a sketch, like that an architecture will give to you if you want to build a house, okay. But then it happens that regulatory challenges, economic challenges, things stuffs happen along the way, all right, and then you need to change the way that you are conducting your business. In fact, sometimes it happens that you need to change the entire structure of your business, okay, which will be different from what you have in your business plan. All right. So all of this is what the reason why we believe that business plan is not the go-to way of structuring your business or presenting your business to other people. All right. But of course, business plan still has its value and it still has its place. All right. So, what are the place of business model? What does business plan actually helps you to do? All right. What does the business plan help you to do? We can see from here that business plan, okay, for a business plan, it will, let me quickly get my pointer. So business plan gets you business loan. All right. If you want to get a loan from anybody, a bank, an individual, an investor, okay, some investor, not all investor, all right. So for some investors, for example, venture capitalists that actually understood the usefulness of business plan and the usefulness of business model and probably business mapping, they might not ask you for your business plan, right? Because of course it's just a 3-page document that you're supposed to have, and it doesn't entirely have a structure the way you're supposed to write it. There are some key elements in this, but it varies from organizations to organization, from business to business, and from people to people. All right. So, an investor who is like a venture capital will not require you to actually bring uh, a business plan. All right. But for a bank, for example, who wants to give you a loan, they will require a business plan from you. And this is why I'm talking about business plan. Because if you want to get a loan, then you still need to write a business plan. All right. But as far as this consulting firm is concerned, as far as our own business process, the way we work with our client is concerned, we do not place a lot of value on business plan. All right. We focus more on business modeling and business mapping. All right. But if you want to get a loan, you need a business plan. Another thing is to raise equity. Okay. Equity funding. What is equity funding? Equity funding is when someone gives you a loan for a stake in your business, right? Okay. I'm giving you I'm going to give you 100 million naira, okay, for say 45% of your business, or for 50% of your business, or for 60, depending on how much you actually value your business. Okay. Depending on how much you think your business worth. Okay. But an investor, we want to see your business plan. Okay. Some investors who want to buy equity in your business, we want to see your business plan before they can actually say they want to buy a stake in your company. All right. Another thing is to fix a business objective. Right. So fixing business objective is like you want to, objective are the things that you, like a broad overview, something you want to achieve. Okay. Uh let's say plan is the broad overview. Okay. Objective is the details of how to actually achieve the plan. All right. So for you to get this right, then you need a business plan. If you don't have a plan, then you might not have a objective that you want to achieve before you can, get the plan to be the way you want it to be. All right. Another thing is to review your business idea. All right. So one reason why people say write a business plan is because it helps you to think about your business. It helps you to document what you know about your business. It helps you to keep check of the ideas that you have in your head. It just helps you to bring it into manifestation, right? Just write it down. Once you write it down, of course, you are thinking about it as you are writing it down, and then it's helping you to be able to structure your business. So it helps you to structure your business idea. It helps you to know at least what step to start with. All right. So that's another reason why business plan is important. Another thing is that it's an agreement between partners. All right. So if you're going into a partnership business, say you are starting a company with someone else, and the individual might require that you bring a business partner. Okay, give us your business plan, so that we can see and know what we are actually coming on board with or for. All right. Then it sets a value on a business. So, like I mentioned, if someone want to buy a stake in your business, all right, then you need to value your business. You need to place a value on your business. You need to tell us, okay, my business is worth this amount of money. For example, my business is worth 500 million naira, or my business is worth 50 million naira, or something like that. How do we know that your business actually worth this amount of money? One way that people can get to know is to look at your business plan. All right, but it's not I can assure you that's not the real deal. All right, it can give an insight into what your business worth, but it is not entirely what your business worth. We can't see it from your business plan alone. All right. Then another thing is to evaluate a new product line. All right. So if you have a plan, something you want to do or something you plan to do, then you say, oh, in the next so number of time, we intend to branch out into this production line. For example, if what you are doing is, say, for example, you are into trading. Okay, you're trading a particular say you trade agricultural products, for example, and then you said, oh, in the next 5 years, after we have traded and established ourselves in this industry, trading of agricultural products, we want to also launch out probably another business line. Okay, maybe we want to branch into real estate, or we want to branch into financial sector, something like that. So business plan will help you to do this. Another way is to carve out your unique selling proposition. All right. So business plan is thought to be one of the ways by which you carve out something that is unique about you, to state the things that differentiate your business from other businesses in your industry. All right. So that's what we refer to as unique selling point. So writing a business plan could help you detail this, but I can assure you, most of the time, this is not well detailed in a business plan. All right. So, but with that, these are the reasons why you might want to write a business plan. Okay. And I can assure you also that it is these reasons, 8 reasons that we have here, or this benefit of business plan. Some of them you will definitely need. For example, for getting loan for your business or funding for your business, if you're approaching banks, you will definitely need a business plan. All right. So, what are the components of business plan? Number one is the executive summary. You have the executive summary whereby you tell us the general broad overview of what your business does. And then here also you might want to include the team. Okay, how many years of experience the team you have, which field are they working, something like that. You want to tell us a broad overview of your business, and then you want to tell us who are the people who are actually on board with you in the business. Are you the only one running the business? Do you have other people who are running the business with you? What are the experiences that these people have in this line of business that you have? And what have they done before? What is that? What are their portfolios? Something like that. That's what you have in your executive summary. And then you have your vision and mission. The vision and mission is telling us, okay, vision is we describe vision as the mental picture of your actual future. All right, the mental picture of your actual future, where you intend to be in some years to come. All right. Why mission statement is like the roadmap, okay, which you talk to get you to where you see yourself at the end. So vision speaks at the end. Mission, we talk about the roadmap, the transportation, something like that, to get you into the future that you have captured with your vision. And then objectives is, breaking down this mission, your car, the vehicle that is taking you to where your vision you envisage at the end of the day. Objectives will help you to, see which bus stop are we now? Okay, this bus stop is where we are, or this bus stop is where we want to go to, or this bus stop is where next we are aiming for. All right, that's what objectives are. And strategies are the actions, the concrete actions, or the concrete definitions of what you intend to do over a long period of time. Okay, what are the moves, the moves you intend to make in a particular section of your business, okay, at a particular period of time. That's what strategy defines. All right. What action plan is, okay, now we know what we want to attain. Okay, what are we doing to get that? That's action plan. All right. We are doing this, and at this point in time, and this is who is managing this and stuff like that. And then, of course, the financial projection talks about the um, how you see your business make money, and how much you'll be making in the next 1 year, in the next 2 years, in the next 3 years. Most of the time, the financial projection should cover 5 years, because averagely, all right, businesses, a new startup, though doesn't necessarily make money in the first year. All right. Most especially if you are now in the tech industry. A tech startup doesn't actually make money for the next 3, 5 years. Okay. All right. So that's why it's a bit challenging to actually start a tech business. All right. So say, let's take for example, all of us we use Facebook today, right? It is said that it took Facebook 10 years before Facebook actually started to make money. So all what Facebook was doing before was to, consolidate its customers, to harness the power of its customer, to, get them to be able to be comfortable in using Facebook, such that then in the next 10 years, then Facebook now introduce a way by which they can actually make money. All right. So this way, if you're starting a financial or a tech company, then it means that there should be other ways by which you can sustain the business, because there will be no cash flow as much as you might expect it. Even if you're making money, all right, you might be generating revenue, but I can assure you that those revenue you are making will not be able to cover for all your costs as a thing tech business. All right. So but then you need to spread out how to make money, how to have a cash flow over a period of years, at least for 5 years. Now, I don't know if you've seen, as a business person, you've seen a business who has written his business plan and says in the next 5 years, he's going to be making a loss. I have not seen any business like that or a business plan like that. But the reality is that most of businesses actually make loss in their first year. All right. And this is the reason why a lot of business actually fails in the first year. All right. And then if you are writing business plan, you need to write that you are making money even from the word go. As I'm entering into the industry, as I'm starting my business, I'm cashing in already. Business really doesn't work that way. All right. It's possible that you don't have the profit you are looking for in the first year, the way it's supposed to be. So that's why business plan is a plan. All right, it's a plan, but you still need to write it anyways to show that you will make profit in few years to come. All right, so let's jump into mapping. So if business plan is like that, then what is business mapping? So business mapping is the articulation of where your business could go, how it will go there, and then you are exploring different possibility and direction you could take your business. All right, so you're exploring different ways by which your business could succeed, which you do not have the brevity to do when you are writing a business plan. When you are writing a business plan, it's structured and narrow. All right. You are supposed to have a focus. You can't say to someone in your business plan that, okay, I want to do this for the next 2 years. And then after next 2 years, I will branch into another thing. They will be asking you, okay, which one do you actually want to do? Okay, which one is the business that you want to do? you know. But for business mapping, you could do this, all right? Because you could have a plan A, you could have a plan B, you can have a plan C with your business mapping because you can map different way. Okay, I can start from here, or I can start from here, or I can start from the front. Okay, that's what business mapping gives you. It affords you the opportunity to be able to be able to it affords you the opportunity to be able to look at your business from different angle. All right, to be able to look at your business from a different perspective from what you could have done if you are using a business plan. All right, business plan is narrow, while business mapping extend to, okay, how in a way can structure your business so that, and how can you which direction can you go in the next 1 year. Okay, if this direction is not working well, what can you do to make sure that you are staying afloat, at least in your industry? All right. So this is the way by which we introduce the business mapping. You see, business mapping is not a common thing. You will hardly see a business or entrepreneurial training that is going to teach you about business mapping. It's rare. Everybody teaches business plan. But then we see that even though with this business plan that a lot of businesses have been writing, okay, we still see a lot of business fail. And one of the reasons why also business fails is because they focus too much on what they have written as a plan. Okay, even if it is not working, they still want to stick with it. And most of the time, you just burn out a cash. When you're not a tech company, that you know that, oh, there is at the end of the road, there is definitely be a tunnel. You should change something. But because you have a business plan, which is an agreement between partners, cannot easily be changed like that. So these are the things that business mapping offers you over and above a business plan. All right. So now I try to show you the mapping that I have for HCBD, or that HCBD is running with for now. So yeah, one of the mapping that we did is the customer journey of HCBD. Now, for example, you are in this training today or this masterclass today because you heard something about HCBD. All right. So we believe that there's something that resonates with you from the ad you saw, from the information we put out there that resonated with you, and that's why you sign up for this program. Right. So this is what we refer to as the problem or need, the pain point or aspiration and desire. All right. So for some people, the reason why they want to come on board with HCBD Consulting is that they have a problem or a business need, a business problem they want to solve, or a business need they want to solve. While some people, there is a pain point, there's a bottleneck, okay, in their process, in the way they conduct their business, that is not making their business to progress the way it's supposed to be progressing. And probably they know or they don't know. All right. Some people don't know. They just, what they can see is the outcome, okay, the fruit of the issue, the problem that their business has, but they don't know what is the root cause, the root of the problem. All right. So pain point could be the root. All right. And then you're looking for someone who could help you identify what is exactly these challenges that your business is having at this particular point. All right. So that's what we call the pain points. Why for some people it's desires and aspiration. Okay, where do you see yourself in the next 10 years? Where do you see your business in the next 5 years? Where do you see your business in the next 2 to 3 years? How do you intend to run? And then you are looking like, oh, okay, I want to run my business this way, but I know that I don't have the resources, the capacity, everything that is needed for me to actually run this business. And I need somebody to come alongside with me to be able to, put this business on a track I want it to be, so that I can achieve the goal that I can envisage for my business in the next 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. All right. So these are the customer journey for HCBD. That's where we then put out an ad. Okay, so this ad is what captures you, and then you come for our workshop, you come for our seminar, you come for our training, or you want us to do a research for you about a particular aspect of your business or probably you want to enter into another market, okay, or you want to start developing another product, and then you're looking for a research. Okay, how do you want another eye, okay, an expert opinion on how to go about this product development or new market development. All right. So that's what HCBD will do, or you come for our conference. And then if you come and then probably you like what we do for you and you are able to see value for, what you have come to receive from HCBD, then you decide, oh, okay, why not? I want to subscribe to HCBD higher programs. And our higher programs are the incubation and accelerator, all right, that we have, or the resource center that we can create for entrepreneurs. Okay, someone saying something?
You don't do nursery, primary, secondary for you. You don't have, wallahi, approve. God.
Sorry, you said what?
4 times.
4 times.
Decline.
But
I can't go bank.
I'm sorry, please. Someone is saying something. You could mute yourself. Please.
Me, I can't complain for customer care. They can't do everything for me. I can't do.
All right. So the next one is after that, then you can decide to become a partner. Okay. You can decide to become a partner for our business. Right. So please give me a moment. Let me
Nice, my boy. Where is madam? All right, sir. Where are you coming from?
Can you please mute yourself? I'm trying to see how to mute this person. Goodness.
Welcome, sir.
All right. Okay. Let's continue with what we're doing. So then you have an idea, you have the idea, and then you come to start up, we consolidate, and then we scale, and then we diversify. All right. So this is how we expect that people coming on board with us, that we are able to work with them. All right. So next is the big way in which we work. So when you come over onto our platform, all right, so we have the partners, companies. Okay, after from here you become one of our partners that we work with. All right, then we have a partner company. So this partner company, they have their product, their price, they have their wages and structure, and give dividends out to people. All right, so we have investors. These are people who have skills, or they have resources, all right, that they want to invest in some companies, but they are not actually investing. And then we ask them to partner with our partner companies. All right, so they can they come on board with us, whereby they can invest their ability or their money. All right, so these investors are actually investing their finances, while we have independent or consultants and the mentors. All right, so these people are investing in our partner company, and they are investing their knowledge, ability, skills, or experiences. Okay, so they invest these into the platform HCBD, which we channel towards our partner companies. And of course, the partner companies then produce something, okay, for the buyers and the users. All right, and the buyers and the users in this case are from B2B to B2C to B2G. For the consumers of the product that these people make, can be the business, can be a household, and can be government. And of course, these people then in turn will pay for the services that the business are actually producing. So these are the things that the platform that we are creating with HCBD. So for business mapping, all right, for business mapping, we have some logs. We have Go, we have task, we have PIC, we have KPI, and then we have outcome. All right. So for business mapping log, all right. So you have a goal that you want to achieve. All right. And then when you have this goal, you have to break it down. So you break it down into manageable tasks that you want to do. And then from this task, you go ahead to assign an individual. So PIC means the person in charge. Who is in charge of this task? Who are we holding responsible for this task? If this task is not getting done, who do we ask to do it? Then we have the KPI. KPI are the landmarks, what we track. How are these tasks progressing? Are we actually heading towards where we say we want to head for? If not, what can we change? Something like that. And then outcome means that at the end of the day, how does this go? How will it look to us? When we achieve it, when we get to where we want to go, how does it look like? All right. And when we are measuring the KPI or restructuring the KPI or working with the KPI, what we have in mind is that at the end of the day, what we come up with looks like what we have described as our outcome. All right. So this is one of the tools that we use and we try to present to our clients, okay, at HCBD when we work with our clients. All right. So then next thing is that we move on to business model. All right. What is business model? Business model is how a business conducts itself and how it spends and earn money in a profitable in a way that generates profit or in a profitable way. All right. So that's what business model is all about. It's just basically how a business intends to actually make money. Okay. How does this business want to make money? What are the things that this business will do for the business to be able to make money? All right. Although a business model is more than whether a business is profitable, but the end goal of a business model is profitability. All right. So business model is more than profitability, but the end goal of business model is profitability. How profitable will the business be? Okay. And then business model will help us to see how this business could be profitable. All right. So what are the components of a business? So crafting a business model, how do you craft yours? All right. Of course, there is a template that we know everybody will know about this. The first one will be your key partners. All right. When we talk about key partners, we're talking about who are the people that you're actually working with. For us, we said we have our partners, to be the people who are actually funding the business, who are the investor, okay, the investors who are investing their resources in terms of their ability, their skills, or their finances into the platform, okay, which we channel towards the partner companies. And also we have the consultants, the external consultant or mentors who are actually helping to mentor other people in the platform. All right. So these are the key partners that we have, and other ways. If you are a product business, for example, say you are producing whatever for importation. Okay, you're producing a particular, say, let me bring it to that level. You're selling like you know trading of goods and service in Nigeria, or of some goods in Nigeria. All right. Who are your partners? Your partner, for example, if you're selling, let's say, palm oil. Okay, let me use palm oil. Who are your partners for selling palm oil? The transport people who brings it the palm oil from the farm to your shop are one of your partner. The people producing this palm oil, okay, the farm that is growing this palm oil is another partner, because if they don't exist, then business for you doesn't exist. All right. So all of these people are key partners to help you become someone who is able to sell palm oil. Or if you want to build a tech, a financial hub, okay, you want to build an hub that helps people, invest or whatever. Who are your key partners? One of your key partners will be the person who is actually developing the app for you. All right. The person who develops the app for you and someone who is maintaining the app for you. Those are the people who are your key partners. All right. So these are what we refer to as key partners. Then they're saying the next is the key activity. And we're talking about key activity. It means that the one thing, all right, that you cannot remove from your business. That if this activity stops today, that means your business has stopped. All right. for example, as a consulting firm, all right, the major key activity for us is, meeting with clients every day, to understand what's their business need and then being able to provide the solution. If we do not have meetings with clients, to understand what exactly is the bottleneck they're experiencing, what is their aspiration, what do they want to achieve, or what is the problem they're actually facing, then there is no business for a consulting firm. All right. So you need to meet with clients to understand the challenges the business is having or the plans that the business is making or to want to achieve, then that's your key activity. All right. So because with that, you'll be able to provide a customized service for each clients that you are meeting, right? So these are the key activities. Then the next one will be the value proposition. What is value proposition? Value proposition is how you actually the steps it takes for you to be able to deliver what your clients actually want or what your customer wants. All right, all the single steps you need to go through to be able to deliver to your customer what they actually want. And then the next one will be customer relationship. What about customer relationship? Of course, the customer is what makes a business. If you don't have a customer, there is no business, period. All right. Customer is business. And then the next one will be the customer segment. All right. So the fact that you have a customer doesn't mean that you definitely know everything about your customer. All right. You have to profile your customers, all right, as a business, to know who are the high paying customer, who are the regular customer, who what age are they, how do they dress, how do they look, what do they like, where do they spend their time, stuff like that, for some business. All of this information are needed. And then with this information, then you are able to categorize them into different groups. Okay, this you can, it depends on how your business run. It could be based on age group, it could be based on, geographical location or based on financial capacity, all right, their level of income or something like that. But definitely, you need to be able to categorize your customer by profiling them. So you profile them first, and then you're able to categorize them into where they are supposed to be. Then the next one will be the key resources. What are the key resources? Key resources are the most important, important element that helps you to actually provide your value proposition. Right? These are key resources. The intangible things that you use to produce your outcome. All right, or it could be the tangible, and of course, it could be human resource. All right, so human resource also falls in this case, like right. So human resource, material resources, tangible and intangible resources used in creating the value proposition that your business creates to bring about the customer satisfaction. That's what we call key resources. And channel is, of course, which mode of operation, which mode do you use in transporting or in communicating your product or ideas to your customer. All right, these are your channels. Where we have your digital marketing can come in. You can have the normal marketing. You can have Facebook. All of these social media. All of this could be a channel through which you get your product or service to your consumer. And then you have the cost structure. Cost structure are the costs, okay, the thing that it costs you to be able to produce your output, or the things it costs you to be able to serve your client satisfactorily. These are cost structure. And then revenue stream is how you actually make money. Okay, which model are you using in making money? So, like I said, the most important part, okay, or the not most important part, the end goal, okay, of all this activity that we have here is the revenue stream, right? How you make money from all of each of this activity that you're doing, or each of the other components that are here. How does all of this helps you to make the money, the revenue that you are looking for? This is the revenue stream. So I have an example here where I have a company. All right. So from this company, you could see that it did definitely an online business, probably a content creator, all right, who creates content and then push content out there. All right. So the key partners will be the end user, the bloggers, and those who make a public use case. So those are the end user. And then the key activities to create a landing page, to create a blog, to walk through every use case and then to set up analytics. So these are the key activities for this content creator who probably is a blogger. All right. And then another one would be the value proposition. So what is the value proposition? Then it's creative writing, the research, the brainstorming, education and tutorial, then strategy and planning, then personal knowledge base, all of these are what uh, this business must do to be able to, serve its consumers or clients satisfactorily. These are the clients of the business. All right. So we have the early users, we have the bloggers and the users who write about us, and then those who use the free plan. Okay. So these are the customers, and then these are the target audience. Who are the people actually using our blog? The marketers, any writer, student, entrepreneur, product manager, and creative people. And what are the channels through which we reach our customers? Blog, YouTube, blogs, and other bloggers. Okay, listing of our activity on someone else's blog, something like that, and then Twitter or social media. All right, and then the key resources will be itself our wonderful team. Right, so the human resource, the wonderful team, the YouTube page, and the blog. All right, so these are the what we have here. Then we have the other part, which is the cost structure, and then the revenue part, how the business makes money. All right. So lastly, I just want to quickly say this. How then do you build a sustainable business? So if you want to build a sustainable business, where do you start from, or where should you focus on? At the same time, when you want to pitch your business to an investor, where should you focus on? And for an investor, all right, how will the investor be able to categorize this business, whether it's an early stage business or growing business or a business that is ready to scale? All right. This way is that the first thing you need to focus on as a entrepreneur who is starting out is your product. All right. And this is what a first time entrepreneur pitching to a venture capital or for an investor will focus on. They will definitely focus on the product because they are in love with the product. They believe that the product is a winning product. What we do is the game changer. For example, we're making the most tech-oriented shirt in the world, something like that. All right. They as an early entrepreneur, you focus on the product, right? So the product you are making will be the most talked about when you are pitching your business, when you are talking to people. You just find yourself talking about the product. And if your business is having a challenge, what you look to tweak to change first will be your product, right? It will be product because you believe it's the product that's having problem, and you need to change. All right. So, but then you see that, for example, if you are making a wristwatch, for example, okay, you feel because you are not making a fancy wristwatch that the biggest person in your country or your state can buy. That's why you are not selling. Okay, so you need to sell the most fanciest wristwatch. But the truth of the matter is that not everybody is wearing the most fanciest wristwatch. All right, not everybody. All right, so long and short, um, focusing on your product alone shows that you are an early stage business owner or entrepreneur. All right. The other people will focus on distribution. Or if you want to grow, the next stage after fixing your product, of course, which you should actually fix, is focus on distribution. Okay. What about distribution channel? Distribution is the way, of course, the channel through which you communicate your product or your idea to other people. All right. How you push your product out to other people. And I can assure you that most businesses that are thriving today get this right. If this is not right, how you distribute your product, how you get your product to the end users, if it is not right, okay, it's going to fail. Okay, irrespective of how much your product is, whether you are the one who has the most amazing product in the whole world, that doesn't matter if your distribution channel is poor. All right, and this is why you see that one of the things that, for example, Amazon focuses on is the distribution channel. All right, Amazon is a business who has a logistic business that is even more, it's more, how would I say it? It's more reliable even than what FedEx has. And it's not a logistic business. But because he knows that the distribution channel is one of the most important part of his business. And this is why, Amazon can deliver anywhere. Amazon delivers to anywhere you want them to deliver to because they have a very cool logistic business, which a lot of businesses do not have. So, irrespective of what you do, how you get your product to your final or user or your customer is very important, very pivotal, more than the product itself. Okay, how you present your product. Okay, and same thing with an idea. As a content creator, how do you create your content? How do you push it out there? Okay, so distribution is very important. And then the last thing is the value chain. All right, the most important part of a business that will scale is a business with a structure value chain. What is value chain? Value chain, like we said, is what we have here. Okay, the value proposition. What you need to do to get your product to get your product ready to satisfy your customer. Those are value chain. For example, we have a business venture that sells paper, make photocopy, a photocopier machine, and all of printing business. Okay, if this business wants to scale, then the value chain, if you want this business to make a lot of money, then you should go back, and establish the value chain. You need to start from who is actually planting the tree, because if the trees are not planted 20 years ago, then there is no people. And if the trees are planted, there are no people to actually cut down the tree and take it to a place where it can be made into a pulp. There will be no people. And if these pulp are being made and there is no way to get this product to the pulp to a place where it can be cut to sizes that is needed, then there will be no paper. So then to get to the paper, the final paper where it is then being used for printing. All right. So you can see the value chain of all of this. So we need to focus on our value chain if we want to scale our business. If we want our business to be sustainable, what we should aim to focus on is value chain. If you can get your value chain right as a business, I can assure you, you are a sustainable business. All right. So, for example, we have Money Point. Money Point, of course, all of us, we know Money Point today. I can assure you that Money Point has been able to move from product to distribution and now to value chain. Okay. The way all of the, and that's why you see a Money Point POS. Okay. Because Moneypoint knows that if it doesn't have this POS taken to all the traders in the market, there's a way that it will going to lose a lot of customer or lose money and or leave money on the table. And because Moneypoint doesn't want to leave money on the table, it moves from the product it offers to how it distributes this product. I was preparing this. I was reading about Moneypoint, how they started, introducing their POS to traders in the market. They know that in the market, the urban markets, in the Katangwa market in Lagos, traders get there early in the morning and then they have a huge amount of money by 7 a.m. to dispose of. They don't want to be carrying cash around. Then banks are not open at that time. Even if banks are open, they are not ready for business. And how will they be able to put this money so that they are not at risk of losing it to somebody attacking them and getting the money? So this is where Money Point comes in. Money Point realizes this and then created something like that helps really they go to their customer, whereby the traders, whereby they can save their money early in the morning. And then at the end of the day, the traders, they see that okay, people want to buy goods but they don't have cash, or the money they have is not enough to buy what they want to buy. And then they watch the customer just live like that because he doesn't have enough cash to buy the good that he wants to buy. Okay, so because they see that customer are losing money this way, then they introduce POS. Like, oh, okay, Oga, I have POS. Can you come pay with POS? Of course, a lot of people were reluctant in the first instance to use POS because they are not familiar with that. But now it's a popular thing that even if a business doesn't have, a trader doesn't have, you want to buy pepper in the market, you want to buy, they tell you, oh, okay, we have a POS money hub that you can use. So it's something that is widespread. And this is the value chain of money point. All right. So I have a video here, but also today we will not watch the video. It will be something we can talk about. It should be used as a point of discussion. So we will use this with the material that our next speaker is going to be presenting to us as our point of discussion over the week. Right. So please join our discussion over the week, and you love it. All right. So now we would this will be the end of our discussion here. So now we want to go to our next speaker. We want to go to our next speaker. So I would like